mixture, rich. Yep. Throttle, 1700 RPM.
A little bit more, yeah. There you go.
Okay. Carburetor heat.
Lotus 247 November Boeing ground type to hangar 79.
So you pull that like that?
Yep.
So you're going to drop an RPM? Okay.
Magnetos, right then left.
Okay, so what you do is 2 clicks to the left. Okay, 100 RPM drop, then 2 clicks to the right. Then 1 click to the left. And 1 click to the right. Make sure you're back on both.
Okay.
Okay, good. So we got 100 RPM drop, which is about right.
Primer.
Primer's locked in?
Yep. Engine instruments.
Green? Everything's in the green there?
Yep. Ammeter?
Check. Now what you do is a taxi and landing light. There's the ammeter over there.
Oh yeah, you...
So press them both and watch for a flicker. There you go. Okay, and take them off again. There you go.
Suction.
Which is that?
Yep.
And that controls these 2 guys?
Throttle.
1,000 RPM. There you go. Good job. Alrighty.
Okay.
Flight instruments, so we've already done that. Check set.
Communication radio set.
Okay, now I'm going to change this to 120.0.6, which is the tower frequency, and I'm going to put it on the number 2 radio, okay?
Okay. Nav radios.
Not applicable, yeah.
Okay. Flaps set.
Okay, flaps up.
Doors and windows secure. Clearance and announcement.
Yep, so that's for talking on the tower. Okay, now we're going to talk to the tower. You did a really good job on ground, and what you do here is you say Boeing Tower, Cessna 62879er, runway 31 left, Alpha 10, ready for takeoff, Lake departure.
Okay.
And they're going to call back and they say, they may say hold short of runway 31 left at Alpha 10. You say, Roger, hold short, runway 31 left, Alpha 10, 879er. You always finish up your response with the last 3 of your numbers there. Okay. So we'll run through that one more time. So it's Boeing Tower, Cessna 62879er, runway 31 left, intersection Alpha 10, ready for a Blake departure.
Okay,
and then when they clear you, they'll either tell you to hold short, or they'll clear you for takeoff. And if they clear you for takeoff, Roger, clear for takeoff, 31 left, then say clear for takeoff, 879er.
Okay, can I try?
Okay.
Boeing ground.
Boeing Tower.
Oh, Boeing Tower.
Yeah.
Boeing Tower, Cessna 62879. Ready for takeoff to the Blake Island at 31 left.
Intersection Alpha 10. Intersection Alpha 10.
Intersection Alpha 10?
Yeah. When you're not all the way at the end of the runway, when you're at an intersection like this, you always say the runway and the intersection. So always look over there just to remind you while you're talking.
Okay, catch that one more time.
Yeah. So you want to try one more time?
Yeah. Boeing Tower, Cessna 62879 at Alpha 10, intersection 31 left. Ready for taxi.
Ready for takeoff.
Ready for takeoff to Blake Island.
Right. Blake departure.
Oh, Blake departure. Except for your runway.
What's that?
Your runway with her.
Oh, I didn't hear that yet. Okay, so
do the runway first, then your intersection.
Yeah. Well, you can. Usually you do the runway first. So.
Which one's the runway?
Boeing Tower, Cessna 62879er, runway 31 left, intersection Alpha 10, ready for Blake departure.
Okay.
Okay.
5 Delta Golf right in. Stand Charlie Victor, where you park? Going to hangar 79. Roger.
Okay, you want to try it?
I'm trying to be out the golf right traffic runway.
You always want to wait until everybody's through talking first.
Right traffic 31 right and the southeast parking for 5 Delta Golf. 5 Delta Golf. Thanks. Change my frequency 118.3. 118.3, 5 Delta Golf. Okay, ready to go 319. I cut you out, say again.
They're going to tell you to hold short.
Tower 9 Charlie Victor can take the right if that works with the spacing problem. Cessna Charlie Victor Roger. It should be fine now. You're down to the same speed. He's still there, short final now. Number 2, runway 31 left, cleared land.
Okay, cleared land 31 left, 9 shoulder.
And who's the Cessna at the right? Just say the call sign again, please. 47 Golf, thanks. Say direction of flight. 747 Golf, runway 31 right, clear for takeoff.
Tower exit 921, 7 miles out, visual 31 left.
Jet 921, Boeing Terra number 3, follow Platus 2 mile final. Helicopter 35 Alpha, Alpha Taxiway at pad 6, clear to land, wind 30012.
Clear to land number 2, exit jet 921.
Jet 921, not clear to land yet, cancel landing clearance.
Okay.
Boeing Tower, Skyhawk 52139, holding short of 31 left, Alpha 10, straight out. 139 Boeing Terra, hold short of runway 31 left. 139 holding short, 1 left. Cessna Charlie Victor, runway 31 left, number 1, clear to land.
Clear to land number 1, 31 left, 9 shoulder.
DBM 0, Victor Tango, turn right at Alpha 9, then contact ground point and enter.
Right Alpha 9 is over the ground.
Oh my gosh.
Piper 5 Delta Golf, runway 31 right, clear to land, wind 30012.
We may as well wait.
Bremerton 33 Zulu, fly to downwind.
Until there's going to be several departures before we get out.
Okay.
Good morning, 1919 is...
So you want to practice some more?
1919 Boeing Terra, hold short of runway 31 left. Hold short 31 left, 1919.
Oh.
Had a couple call on 18-3 at the same time.
Boeing Tower, Cessna 62879ers, runway 31 left, Alpha 10, ready for a Blake departure.
Okay. Cessna, Boeing Tower, Cessna
takeoff and helicopter just turning base south of your landing.
Alpha 10.
31 left.
31 left.
31 left.
See, 31 left and then look over to Alpha 10.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
31 left at intersection Alpha 10. Ready for takeoff to Blakely Island departure.
Blake departure, yeah. You can just say Blake departure.
Okay.
6 Roger 4 North Wires, traffic upwind, northfield boundary straight out of Cessna. Cessna Charlie Victor, turn right at Alpha 9, then contact ground.
9 going to ground, 9 shoulder. Good Lord, there's another airplane on
Piper 5 Delta Golf, traffic just south of your runway approach and helicopter turning southeastbound along the freeway at low level. Thank you. Copter 68, air traffic off your left. A little bit behind you is a Cherokee on downwind to land 31 right and a citation 2 mile final with 31 left.
Boeing Tower, cardinal 34633, north fast on with whiskey.
34633, Boeing Tower, left traffic, runway 31 left.
Left, for 3 minute left, 623.
Jet 921, traffic's ahead to your right. This is the southfield boundary, low level over the freeway, southeastbound a helicopter.
Roger, we got that traffic, you set 921.
1021, thanks. Heading to your right also is a Cherokee on downwind approaching base with parallel.
Okay, looking for him.
I'm going to go ahead and make the call here, okay? This is going to get kind of complicated. Tower Cessna 62879ers, 31 left, Alpha 10, ready for a Blake departure in sequence.
Thanks to 6879 Boeing Terra, hold short of runway 31 left, number 3.
Roger, number 3, hold short of 31 left at Alpha 10, 879er.
Bremerton 33 Zulu, traffic turning base off your left to Piper for the right, you see him?
33 Zulu, have traffic.
Piper 3, or Experimental 33 Zulu, follow over Piper, number change to runway 31 right, number 2, clear to land.
Change to 31 right, follow Piper, number 2 for 31 right, 33 Zulu, clear to land.
Airlift 6, proceed to the airlift ramp, wind 30012.
It's pretty busy around here sometimes.
Oh my god, it's crazy.
Yeah. Well, this is about as busy as it gets. Why it just happened to get busy like this on a...
Jet 921,
on a Sunday, I don't
turn left at Alpha Bravo 4, and then contact ground.
Okay, left at Bravo 4 and go to ground, exit jet 921.
So when they call back and say clear for takeoff, just say clear for takeoff, 8
Right. Do helicopters have to talk to Tower 2?
Cross 31 left, and then go back to ground. Track Pacers at 13 Delta. Track Pacer 12 Delta, right traffic 31 right, and they just off end north end of Renton. Right base runway 31 right. left Alpha 9 behind company. Kenmore 3603, roger, hold short, traffic landing, or crossing. Hold short 3 left, Kenmore 3603. Sets 139, runway 31 left at Alpha 10, clear for takeoff, straight out approved. 139, clear for takeoff, correction, 31 left. 633, rising order. 633 into the downwind, I'll call your base. Call my base, 633. Set to 3 Whiskey Fox, Boeing Tower, roger. Hold short of runway 319. Number 33 Zulu, contact ground.
33 Zulu, thanks.
Sorry, base 12 Delta, into the downwind, I'll call your base.
Wish they'd get us out right now.
Set to 3 Whiskey Fox, runway 31 right, clear for takeoff, right turn approved. Base 1 Delta, runway 31 right, clear to land, wind 29010. Kenmore 1919, runway 31 left, Alpha 9 clear for takeoff, straight out approved. Cessna upwind ahead is also straight out. 1919, clear for takeoff, runway 31 left from Alpha 9.
What? Thinking you... Hopefully. You filing your nails? Yeah. I keep looking at all these planes coming at us.
Yeah.
Distraction.
Just 8700, runway 31 left at Alpha 10, clear for takeoff, left cross unapproved.
Clear for takeoff.
8700.
3 base approved, runway 31 left, clear to land, thanks. 31 left, clear to land.
Feet off the rudders. Feet off the rudders.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm gonna line you up out here. We're gonna have to kind of move fast here.
Hook up 70 Kilo Alpha,
I'll
Boeing
line you up and then we'll do the
takeoff in
takeoff,
30012. Kenmore 1919, head to your right off the parallel runways.
So what we do is we line up right in the middle.
Yep.
Got him in sight, 1919.
Okay, your airplane, you got the rudders, got the ailerons, everything, okay?
Yep.
Okay, give it full power. Hands there, and hands here. Full power. And steer down the runway, okay? Full power. There you go, full power the other way. Okay. Steer to the right. Remember it's rudder. Rudder, right rudder, okay? Watch that for 55 knots. There's 55 knots, and let's pull back on the yoke. There we go. Good. And pitch forward just a little bit here. But guard the throttle with your hand. Make sure the power doesn't come back. Now what we're going to do is we're going to put the nose down just a little bit here and get 76 knots.
Copy, sir. Kilo Alpha, disregard. Kenmore 1919,
We'll fly straight ahead. So fly ahead again, 310 there.
Insight, well overtake above on the right. Thank you. 1919, we're here for exchange approved, 120.4.
Don't flank left. Go ahead, straight ahead.
Okay.
310.
That's 139. We have a caravan behind you about a mile. They said they'll pass off your right and above you on upwind. They have you in sight. Is that for 139er? It's 139er, affirmative. 139, roger, we'll be looking for him.
Don't let it bank right. You gotta hold it. We're climbing out. See, there's a runway over there.
Oh yeah.
We've pretty drifted a lot, so normally you want to make sure you don't drift into the short runway, but you don't want to drift way far off. Okay, we're at 500 feet, so let's turn left to heading at 250. About a 20-30 degree bank max. is 250, and we'll roll out right here. Okay. Go ahead and roll out. There we go. There's the reservoir coming up on the left there.
Oh, yeah.
So we're going to climb up to 800 feet here, and we're not even 800 yet, so we'll continue flying to 1,000. Now, you want to head
630, turn right ahead, then contact ground
250. So we're going to come right here, 250.
Turn 623, turn right ahead, then contact ground.
Okay, let's hold that heading right there.
Number 3603, runway 31 left at Alpha 9, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, 31 left, 3603.
Now, as we come here, we're going to have to level off at 1,000 feet, so we're going to press forward on the yoke.
Cessna 139, do you have an update on that traffic?
Bring up power back here.
It's 139, no factor. They're still behind you, but they're climbing into the Bravo airspace at 2200.
Alright, 139, roger, thank you.
139, additional traffic, 2 o'clock at a mile southwestbound, indicating 2,100, type unknown.
Keep under 1,000, 1,100 here, so we clear that Bravo airspace. Okay, now we've cleared it. Now we'll continue our climb up to 1,500. Let's climb about 90 knots, so that will be about
King Nunner 12 right Fox going to Roger, traffic departing ahead of you is a Caravan VFR straight out. Wind 300 14, runway 31 left to Bravo 7 for takeoff.
Okay, you want to put some more right rudder in?
Bravo 7 and watch the
right rudder.
Caravan.
All right.
Right rudder, I got it. There you go. And when we get to 1,500 feet, we're going to level off because we're not at the shoreline yet.
Yep.
250 on the heading. So turn right, bank right, 250. There's Blake Island over there, and that's what we want to head for. I realize when the airplane's pitched up, you can't see it too well.
Yeah.
So that's why you need to refer to your heading indicator there. Okay, let's go ahead and pitch over here because we're not at the, sorry about that. We're not at the shoreline yet. We'll just maintain this 1,600 here. Okay, we're at the shoreline, so we'll go ahead and add full power. There you go. And then climb at 90 knots and just hold this heading, okay?
Okay.
I'm going to turn your landing light off here. Hold that heading, okay? 250. You're banking left, so you're going to lose that heading, so you want to head back to the right here. Here you go. And you're slowing down there a little bit. Actually, let's climb.
King Air 2 by Fox, did you have the Caravan inside head?
We're heading left here again, so we have to turn right. Now, the airplane has a tendency to turn left, okay?
Yeah, I can see that.
And you have to apply that right rudder when you're climbing. We'll talk about that when we get on the ground, okay? So more right rudder. It takes a lot of right rudder. There you go. Just keep that ball in there, okay?
247, November, Boeing to your hold short, runway 31 left, right. Turbulence 7, 2 minute delay, departed King Air.
247 November, we can wait, turbulence, holding short.
47 November, roger. Has the aircraft called, say again?
Yes, sir, it's Premier 508 November, has a visual for the left side, about 7 out.
Okay, I'm going to turn you over this
Premier
way.
508 November, Boeing to runway 31 left, clear to landing, 30012.
Vashon down there?
Yeah.
That's the airplanes coming this way. That's why you want to fly over Blake Island.
Oh, okay.
You don't want to drift that way.
Traffic about a mile behind you, the King Air there, upwind, IFR 2000.
And when we get to 2,500, we'll go ahead and level off.
Actually, they're turning out to the east now. Factor now, frequency change proof, 120.4.
Switching over, Kenmore 3603, okay?
Okay, so let's level off at 2,500, so
Bravo 7, wind 300.2.
we'll just go ahead and keep the pipper right there on the horizon. And let's hold that heading this away, because we're over Vashon, and if there's airplanes coming, they'll be coming right at us. There you go. And as we accelerate in level flight, and we can attain level flight by looking at that, right?
Yeah.
Then we're going to pull the power back, 2,400 RPM. There we go, like that. Okay, so we'll be level flight here, and let's hold that heading at 250 right there.
airplane.
My airplane, why don't you go put these on?
Okay.
Your airplane?
My airplane.
Your airplane?
My airplane.
Just 3 times. And let's hold this, actually we want to try to hold 3,500, so let's not climb anymore. So we're climbing right there. Now it doesn't take much movement. I mean, in other words, when you change attitude on here, all it takes is maybe at most that little ball below the horizon, just a bit, to change your either climb or descent. It doesn't. If you're going up to these 5-degree marks and 10-degree marks, then you're it's too much.
Yankee Whiskey Bravo 7 ready for departure. Be kind of a straight out long angle right up again towards downtown.
738 Yankee Whiskey going to Roger, hold short, runway 31 left, travel landing.
8 Yankee Whiskey's holding short, Bravo 7.
Good job. Okay, now we're pitched up just a little bit, so we want to pitch down again.
Premier 8, Roman November, turn right at Alpha 4, cross runway 31 right, then contact ground.
Alpha 4 to cross, and go to ground, 8 Roman November.
How you doing back there?
Hanging in there.
Okay. Okay, let's turn left to a heading of south. So it'll be a standard rate turn like we did yesterday. Okay, there's your standard rate turn. There you go. Good job. About 20 degrees of bank. Now you're pitching down pretty much, so you want to pull that.
Takeoff, wind 300 at 12.
There's south. So go ahead and roll out. There you go. Roll out and lower your wings. To the right there.
Nice shot of Rainier.
What's that?
Nice shot of Rainier.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? Okay. You can go ahead and take your goggles off. Okay.
A little hard with sunglasses.
Yeah, I imagine.
Rolling tower, Cessna 493.
Okay, so
we'd like to take some.
Let's do some slow flight. So we're going to do a clearing turn to the left, to the right. So let's turn left here just for a second. Look over there, and let's turn back right.
Number 2, Sierra Fox, Boeing Field Sunday.
And turn to a heading of about 210. Come, just continue about 210.
Number 2, Sierra Fox, Roger. Ident, transition approved, altimeter 3007.
3007, thank you.
Cop 680, Alpha taxiway clear to land, wind 31012.
There you go.
And take down altimeter.
Okay, so now let's do some slow flight.
Okay.
So for slow flight, first thing you want to do is pull the carb heat out. There you go. And bring the power back to about 1,000 RPM.
Yankee Whiskey switching to 18.3.
Let's say Yankee Whiskey, Roger.
Pull it all the way back. There you go. Keep your altitude though. Keep your attitude right. Now, as we slow the airplane down, as we pull the power back, the airplane's going to slow down. But now, when we get about to the bottom of the green, and keep your yoke back, you need to trim it. You can go ahead and trim it to help you hold it. Okay, keep it coming back. Okay, then get 10 degrees of flaps. There you go. I'll get it for you. Just keep your on the horizon there. I'll get 20 degrees of flaps, and I'll get 30 degrees of flaps. Okay, now keep it at its level attitude,
Again, just the call sign.
and pull it back up, so we'll keep it 3,000 feet.
XM 303 Fox, Roger, straight in, runway 31 left.
Straight in, 31 left.
We got full flaps. Pull it back. Okay. Okay, now we're gonna have to start adding some power because we're losing speed. Now we're gonna use power to don't pitch up.
Victor is
there you
ready to go Alpha 9 IFR departure.
Keep your heading. Keep that heading.
Charlie Victor Boeing 3-1.
There you go. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna add power when we need to stop our rate of descent like this. And we're gonna use our pitch to change our airspeed. So this is good. Pitch over just a little bit. Pitch forward. Pitch forward. There you go.
Northwestbound indicating 2004.
Make sure you.
Aircraft in sight, 2 Sierra Foxtrot, thank you.
Don't pitch up too much, eh? Okay. Feel how sloppy the controls are?
Yeah.
Right rudder, more right rudder, because you're pitched up. So when we do right rudder, you have to do left aileron, right?
Sierra Papa approaching Alki with Zulu for 3 full stops.
Okay, so what we'll do here is we're going to go ahead and pitch over like this, and we're going to let the airspeed increase, and we're going to get in a glide at 65 knots at 1500 RPM. We're going to pull it back a little bit more. Now we're going to hold this. Now pull this all the way back. All the way back. Now when the stall brake, we're going to go full power and release back pressure. And put 10 degrees of flaps, or take it up to flaps 20.
And then put it up.
Then flaps 10, then flaps up. And when we are climbing at 76 knots with a positive rate of climb, we are recovered.
Okay.
So positive rate of climb and we're 76 knots. So we have recovered from the stall there. Okay, let's go ahead and climb back up to 3,000 feet actually. And let's turn left to heading at 210.
Is that through and left or through and right for 6 Sierra Papa?
So 6 Sierra Papa, right downwind runway 31 right. You were staying in the pattern?
Through and right, full stop, taxi back for 3 times.
Oh, okay, and roll out there. More right rudder. So Lauren, you always want to keep enough right rudder to keep that ball in there. And usually you have to do more right rudder when you're flying slowly with high power settings.
So 6 Sierra Papa traffic. 10 to 11 o'clock at a mile. Looks like they're flying along the waterfront southeastbound at 900 helicopter.
Traffic in sight, 6 Sierra Papa.
Okay, so at 3,000 feet, we're going to go ahead and level off on this heading here.
Okay. 30, Alpha 10, we're going to take up northwest departure.
630, runway 31 left at
Alright. Then we'll pull the power back to... Actually, what we'll do here at 3,000 feet, I'm going to pull the power back to...
Straight out approved.
You're idle. We're going to slow it down to 55 knots, and then we're going to do so pull back on the yoke. There you go. Here's some trim.
So 6 Papa, change my frequency, 118.3.
We're going to do a
118.3.
departure stall.
Departure stall?
Yeah, so we'll pull it back. Just keep pulling back on the yoke there. Slows down.
6 Papa, thanks, runway 31 right.
And we've cleared, done a clearing turn, so keep coming back on the yoke. Okay, there's 55 knots, so here's full power. And we really got to add a lot of right rudder because we're pitched up at full power, right?
Yeah.
And we're going to put our feet on the horizon. You don't want to pitch up way much, but you want to pitch up enough to where we slow down and actually do a stall. There's the stall, and then we recover.
Yep.
That wasn't too bad. Was that too bad? Okay, so we'll just... You want to trim it out? Go ahead and trim it out for level flight at 3,000. You've got nose up trim, so you got to really push forward. You want to put the airplane on the horizon. There you go. There you go. And then trim her out. And roll her rings level. Good job. And, okay. Okay. All right, now we're going to simulate a engine failure. here, so we've just lost the engine. The first thing you want to do is get 65 knots. So you want to pull back on the yoke. Pull it back before you get 65 knots. You're going to switch to 770 here.
Okay.
And you can talk on the Boeing tower frequency, that's fine too. And so what you do is you say, Boeing tower Cessna 62879 is 5 miles southeast of Bremerton, just had an engine failure at 3,000 feet. Mayday, mayday, mayday. Okay, now we're going to do a quick flow check. We want to get to 65 knots, so we want to hold that 65 knots. Wind is from the west. Okay, we got an airport over there, but we can't get there. Okay, let's see, flow check. Tanks are on both.
Yep.
Okay, mixture's rich. Carb heat is out.
Eastbound 1500.
Bags are on both. And the, got the plunger in there all the way. Okay, now, we've got an airport over there. It may be too far away. Let's start looking. So we'll circle here, and we'll trim for 65 knots. Okay. I'm going to give it a little power here just to clear the engine. Okay. Now, we're going to look out the window. In fact, let's go left so you can see better. It's best to turn left in a situation like this. Okay, you start looking for a place to land. I mean, there's not a lot out here. We're tantalizingly close to an airport, but we're not going to make that airport. 65 knots. So where does it look like we're going to land?
Right here in these fields.
Okay, now it's got a lot of stumps in it. A lot of stumps.
Water? Probably not.
Could. You know, you'll maybe flip in the mud flats.
Altimeter 3036, approved.
Actually, this is not perfect, but let's turn downwind right here. That's it, clearing over there.
Fox, are you leaving the area?
Let's look at that. I'll give you some power to clear the engine.
Foxtrot is complete and headed northbound. Thank you.
Okay.
Which is your Fox, thanks.
So, we're on a right downwind for that field there.
Fox, 2 miles southwest.
And we'll start putting 10 degrees of flaps down here.
Looking, thank you.
Cessna 60 Papa, contact ground.
So, what we would do is, that's not a perfect field to land in, but I think that would be survivable. And we'll terminate here. Flaps up, full power, and let's pitch for 76 knots and turn right to a heading of 090.
2000, type unknown.
I don't see it. I'll stay at 1500 for a while.
So,
thank you.
We would just fly a traffic pattern to that field, extend full flaps, and land as slowly as possible, basically is what it would be about. So the main thing is to, first of all, establish 65 knots. That's your best glide speed, okay? That means you're going down at the slowest rate of speed. We'll go ahead and keep it this altitude right here. And let's turn right to heading a 240. To the right. Yep, there you go. And pitch down, so you want the pipper right on the horizon line there. There you go, go ahead, pitch down. So, you set 7700 in your transponder, so it shows up as an emergency on anybody watching us on radar. You transmit to air traffic control somewhere, and you tell them where you are and that you're having an emergency and declare Mayday. Then you do your flow check as you're looking out the window, looking for a place to land, trying to figure out where the water, or rather where the wind's coming from. Okay, we'll hold this 2,000 feet right here. And then you descend, and one of the things you do when you're landing without power is you always want to make sure you've got enough altitude. You want to delay putting your flaps down, but you don't want to delay so much that you overshoot the landing.
Yeah.
So that's always something you have to look at too. Now, let's go ahead and let's go down to 600 feet. Now we're gonna go ahead. I'm gonna pull the power back to the bottom of the green. We're gonna descend down. There's some towers over there in the water. We're nose. Let's go ahead and put the nose down a little bit. We're going to do up turns about a point. So we need to put the nose down and get the sending. Pull the power back a little bit more. And let's fly so we're going, let's go heading about 270 here.
Flight tower, Cessna 68 Charlie over the Fairlane, down to later.
60 Charlie, Roger, where do you park?
Doing okay back there, Allison?
Roger.
Oh, I'm hanging in there.
Okay.
You haven't used your little green bags yet? I thought about it.
Well, we're not hearing any screams yet, so.
They're going, how can she do this?
Well, it's either when you hear the screams, everything goes real silent, then I start worrying.
Like amusement park ride for me. Oh, and you love those. Yeah.
Okay, that second set of towers right over there?
Yeah.
That's what we'll aim at turning over. Let me show this to you. My airplane.
Airplane.
60 Charlie, runway 31 left, clear to land, wind 30014.
60 Fairlane, 31 left to land.
I'll get a little lower. Let's get to 1,000 feet and we'll do it.
Flight tower, Diamond 679 at Delta Sierra, we're Magnuson Park, 2000.
Now, what we're going to do is pretend like there's a dotted line around here, a circular dotted line, and we're going to be flying. Usually it takes about bottom of the green.
31 right, clear for the option, wind 31014.
Okay, so we're just going to fly about a, I don't know, 400-yard radius around that tower right there.
Right downwind 31 right, we'll switch your frequency 18.3. Right up there.
Tower is about bottom of the green when you do this. Now the wind, kind of hard to tell where the wind's coming from right here. There's not much wind actually. We ordinarily would enter this maneuver on downwind, and that's when you're going the fastest. So let's pretend like we got a real strong wind behind us, and when we're just entering it right now on downwind. So what we would do is we would roll into a steeper bank here because the wind's going to be pushing us.
Yeah.
We want to be able to, we want to describe a equal circumference around the towers there. So as we come around here, as the wind starts, as we start going into a headwind, then we would start reducing our angle of bank and our angle of turn. Like this. Yeah. So, your airplane.
My airplane.
Okay, let's continue flying around the here. Now don't let the nose drop. You want to pull it back. There you go. And you adjust your angle of bank to you're getting a little closer, so you want to roll out your bank just a bit.
Your frequency 120.6.
Okay, pull up a little bit. This is division of attention. You've got to look both inside and outside the airplane. Okay, now we're getting a little close to the tower, so let's shallow out our bank. And then when we get over here, then we'll roll back into another bank. Go around it.
Altimeter 3036.
Transition approved and really went some circles around the space field and touch and go at Boeing Field 9880.
60 Papa, contact ground. Copter 80 Hotel.
Good job on holding your altitude.
Yeah. And helicopter calling tower, say again, 35 Alpha.
Yeah, that works? Yeah, you're doing a really good job on this. Yeah.
So 68 Charlie, turn right ahead at Alpha 9er, then contact ground. Alpha 35 Alpha, hold on pad 6 for traffic.